Hey everyone! Today we're going to dive deep into a word you probably use all the time without even thinking about it, fly. Now, I know, it sounds super simple, right? Just 3 little letters. But trust me, this tiny word packs a whole world of meaning, a fascinating history, and even some very intentional design.
So let's start with a little riddle. What in the world do a pilot, a buzzing insect, and your favorite pair of jeans all have in common? I know, it sounds like the beginning of a really weird joke, but the answer is actually just one single word, and it shows us just how incredibly flexible our language can be. And that word is fly.
All right, so first up, let's talk about the most obvious meaning, the one that probably pops into your head right away. When you hear fly, you think of action, right? Something moving, soaring through the air. You know, a bird, a plane, maybe even a superhero. This is fly the verb, the word of movement.
And just look at how this one action word adapts. It's like a chameleon. The verb itself totally transforms depending on who's doing it or when it happened. So a bird flies, but yesterday it flew. Over the course of its life, it has flown. And right now, as we speak, it is flying. This kind of adaptability is what makes it a real workhorse in the English language.
But wait, the story doesn't stop there. Not even close. Fly isn't just an action word, it's also a noun. And as a noun, it stands for several completely different things that, honestly, have pretty much nothing to do with each other on the surface.
And this is where things get really wild. This is where you see the word's incredible range. First, of course, you've got the insect, that little buzzing creature. Then in baseball, a fly is a ball that's been hit way up high into the air. And then there's the one you might forget about, the piece of fabric on your pants that covers up the zipper. 3 totally different things, all sharing the exact same name. How cool is that?
So, okay, fly is a super hardworking verb and a surprisingly versatile noun. But there's still more to it. There's this hidden layer, a kind of linguistic VIP status that makes it one of the most important words in the entire English language.
You see, it's not just a coincidence that this one tiny word does so much heavy lifting. It was chosen. And here it is, the big reveal. Fly is a linguistic superstar. It has this really unique double honor. For one, it's on the Basic English 850 list, which is this carefully selected set of 850 words designed to be a simple but totally functional version of English for people all over the world. It was deliberately picked by experts for its power. And at the same time, it just so happens to be one of the 1,000 most common words we all use in our everyday lives. So it's both naturally popular and intentionally selected. That combination, it's incredibly rare.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, the story of fly kind of shows us that the simplest words are often the most complex. They're like these hidden gears in our language, tuned over hundreds of years to carry all these different meanings and connect ideas with this beautiful efficiency.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Real power in language doesn't always come from using big, fancy words. It comes from words just like fly. They're the foundation of how we talk to each other. They're powerful because they're simple, they're memorable, and they can totally shapeshift to say exactly what we need them to.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, if a word like fly has this much going on, what about other simple words we use every day? Words like run or set or go. How many other little powerhouses are we using all the time, hiding all this incredible depth right under our noses? Definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.